The woman poisoned her husband for a fortune, but right after the funeral, the man woke up. He looked around in panic. Rain and mud streamed down his face, and realized he had been buried alive. He pounded on the coffin, but it wouldn't open. Mud kept pouring in. Desperate people can summon incredible power. He punched hard. The coffin shattered. Mud gushed in. He pushed the coffin lid with all his might. Finally, he reached out his hand. Using every ounce of energy, he clawed his way out. He gulped fresh air greedily, leaning on the tombstone. He slowly stood up. He staggered toward home, but he didn't know. Everything had already changed in a few days. He finally arrived home, only to see his wife with a new lover. The man stared in anger at the loving couple. He hadn't died, yet he had been buried alive. Why, late at night, he went to the basement, loaded a gun. He was about to go upstairs, when he discovered a shocking secret. His wife was already pregnant. They had conspired to poison him, and had aborted the baby. Learning the truth, he closed his eyes in pain. He made a decision. They would not get away with this. When his wife received the insurance money, she greedily reached out and touched it. She called her lover to split the fortune. She heard a sound downstairs. Carefully, she went down, only to see the dog growling viciously at her. She aimed at the dog, but a figure appeared behind her. In panic, she shot the man. The recoil threw her down the stairs. She lost consciousness. The figure was her resurrected husband. The bullets had been replaced with blanks. He calmly looked at his wife, then closed the door. Her lover had already arrived downstairs. He brought prepared poison, and quietly went upstairs to find her. Upstairs, he was distracted by the pile of money. He grabbed a box, ready to leave. When he saw the open basement door, he slowly descended the stairs. Hidden, the wife saw him with the money. She struck him with a stick, knocking him to the ground. She grabbed the box to leave, but the door was locked. She screamed in despair, and had no choice but to plan with her lover. Hours later, the basement door opened again. They reached upstairs, only to find the room had been transformed. The lover shouted that if they were let out, they would share the money. Suddenly, a door separated them. Another door opened behind the lover. He laughed and walked out, claiming he didn't care about the money. But one hand held the poison. The husband, seeing through everything, appeared. The lover thought he was seeing a ghost. He panicked and ran. The poison needle pierced his stomach. The lover died instantly. The wife looked around in terror. Suddenly, a hole appeared nearby. She crawled in. She quickly reached the end, just as she turned. She saw it was blocked behind her. Through a crack above, she saw her dead husband. He opened the door, pushed the dead lover inside, then sealed the door. No matter how much she screamed, he remained unmoved. He put the box in the car, and went to the cemetery. He buried the cruel woman, along with her beloved money.